Hello folks, Jason Chrisman here of JC's Organic Farming, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the grazing stick. This is a pretty handy little device. With this measuring stick you're able to calculate how much dry matter is in your pasture. This is good to know because you're able to take that information and then know how long the animals are able to eat. So real quick we'll go over how to use this. On one side of the grazing stick you have measurements just like a yardstick in inches, where you can go around and get several measurements. Now in my particular case I do this by the pasture and by the paddocks. Today we'll be doing it by the paddocks. This is a 1 acre paddocks that I'm in that the cattle behind me are waiting to get into. And just for my own sake, I want to know how much material is here for them to eat. So I went around in about 8 different places and gotten measurements. I'm averaging about 13 inches. So we're going to use that 13 inches as my number, my height number. And the first thing we're going to do with my number is we're going to take 3 inches off. We're going to subtract 3 inches from 13 and my answer will be 10. So 10 is my new number. Why did we take the 3 inches off? Because we're not going to allow the cattle in here to the point that they ate the grass clear to the dirt. I want to leave about 3 inches of forage on the ground and then move the cows out. So we're going to go ahead and take that off of our 13 and bring that down to 10. So we've got 10 inches here that the cows can graze. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn to the other side of the grazing stick, which has a chart on here with dots. Now the way this works is you weave it up under the grass, you put your head above the stick, not moving your head, and you count how many dots you see. So with 13 inches of grass, I'm going to say I'm not going to see very many, but I'm still going to go ahead and try it. And no, I do not see any dots. So I'm going to pull this out. We're going to take my information that I just learned. I didn't see any dots on the density chart. We're going to come on up here to where we calculate this information, and it says 0 to 1 dots, 1 to 2 dots, 3 or more. Okay, well I seen 0, so we're going to stay in that column and follow it on around. Now in this particular part of the pasture, it looks like we have some fescue. I see some clover here. So we're going to go down to the section of fescue and clover. And that's saying that 350 to 400 pounds per acre inch. Okay? So we're going to let's take the 350. We'll take the smaller number. And we're going to take that and we're going to multiply it by 10. So now we've got 3,500 pounds of material, dry matter, for the cattle to eat in this 1 acre paddocks. So that ought to easily do 1 day for 34 head. So that's just a rough idea on how simple this stick is. Personally, I notice myself using this stick more in the spring and in the fall, and not so much in the summer. If you have any comments or questions about the grazing stick, please feel free to leave them below in the comments. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. That helps boost me in the YouTube search rankings. And take time to subscribe. Thanks for watching JC's Organic Farming.